Εξομολογήστε το Κύριο διαγατός, αλληλούια, ότι στον αιώνα το έλεος αυτού, αλληλούια.
These Gnostic, mad mentality people, they grab religious texts, grab whatever Gnostic they know, like a little shake, and put together. You're telling me God doesn't exist. You're telling me there's no reactionary.
No God.
Yeah, but I want you to say because you're holding it.
But you mean?
You have no idea what it's like.
No, I think I do, but I want you to say because you're holding it. Like if I have a cross, you could come up to me and say, Chris, what does that cross represent to you? Why are you holding it?
Everyone knows what that represents. Most people don't.
Right, okay, fine. But I want to hear it from your mouth because I don't want to put words in your
Cross
mouth.
represents the crucifixion of Jesus.
I know, but I don't want to put words in your mouth. I want you to have the freedom to explain what you.
And I'll take you to wrong.
So I say this is like a statement of Salafi Islam. You know, I think it is. Not even a sect of Salafi Islam.
What are you saying?
It's nothing to do with Salafi Islam. Every single Muslim.
Whether you're Shia, Ahmadiyya, whether you're Hanafi.
Would they agree with this flag in particular?
They will agree what's written on the flag. The actual flag, I don't know. I can't speak for them. But they will agree what's written on the flag, yeah.
No, I was asking him earlier, like he has a lot of fans, right? And these fans actually tend to be Tommy Robinson fans. Right? Not famous, but I'm just saying the people that tend to praise him. All these kind of things. I'll use you as an example. Like you're holding this flag. Like if something like people started like praising you for holding this flag, what would people start thinking about you? They would start thinking of like, maybe you're not like that. But I'm just saying like that. Are you okay with immigrants?
Am I okay with immigrants? Well, I spend most of my time with immigrants, so I suppose so, yeah.
So you're not.
So I think that's a yes, huh?
Tommy Robinson is an awful amount of time.
Do you
What are your thoughts on
That's a very lazy way of trying to sum up Tommy Robinson, right?
do you condemn him?
Condemn him.
So you're a sympathiser. So you.
Wait, hang on a second. Hang on, wait.
Okay.
First of all, I've never met the guy.
You know about him?
Yeah, I know. Okay, what, have I studied him? Did I go to uni to know about him? You seem to think that I have to defend him.
Well, do you know what he's done?
No, I don't, because I don't follow him. But for some reason, you assume I do, and you assume I should have a position.
Many of your fans,
Right.
because you take a very harsh stance against Islam.
Okay, yes,
Right.
like many people do,
Yeah,
from
right.
all sorts
so
of different
these
places.
people
Yep.
that I've seen online praise you.
Yeah.
These have been Tommy Robinson fans.
Cool.
Right. So do you condemn Tommy Robinson in front of your fans?
Well, I don't condemn him because I don't know him.
You're a role model now to those people because they're.
I'm a role model now.
Yeah, they're the youth.
I'm a role model for what? For critiquing Islam.
No. You're a role model for these.
I talk about
Tommy
two
Robinson
things:
fans.
critiquing Islam and Christianity.
Right. But are you?
So what am I role modeling? Am I
I'm telling you about your fans.
okay?
These people
Right.
tend to be Robinson. Like I've seen them.
Lovely for them.
Yeah, and they tend to be like young as well. So
No, most of my fans are old.
right, no, the people that I've seen.
Okay, yeah, but just so you know, from my analytics, most of the people that watch my content are actually people in their 40s and 50s. Actually, most people are not young.
I've seen a lot of,
Okay, well, I'm telling you with
very
evidence.
teenagers.
I'm telling you with evidence that that's not the main case.
To these people who follow you,
Yeah.
would you condemn Tommy Robinson right now?
I don't know him well enough to condemn him or support him, which is why I do neither.
No, you do know him. You know what he's done in England. You know that he's incited violence.
How do you know I know him?
You know that the fans I've seen online for you, they're calling for like a crusade.
Eh?
Do you know about that?
No.
Yes, they do.
A crusade?
Yeah, a crusade in this country. They're the defence league.
They
right?
want a crusade.
No.
This is news to me,
They are
though.
a defence league.
They are a defence league.
This is before it got banned. Now, I don't know what they identify. They call themselves like crusaders.
Okay.
Many of them are fans of you.
Okay.
Maybe because
Which is weird because I've never talked about doing a crusade thing, but alright. Not sure where they got that from.
So, do you think Muslims should not be in England?
No, I don't think that.
Alright, okay. So,
Okay.
would you tell your
You
fans,
could have just
like-
asked me this rather than make assumptions.
No,
by
I'm
the
just
way.
saying, like, would you tell...
It doesn't seem like you're saying. It looks like you're assuming.
No. I just want you to
Right,
be
okay.
a good good role model, right? So
Okay,
these
good,
fans,
cool.
I don't want you to associate with them if they are Tommy Robinson's fans. Because
Right.
these are probably
Why?
the same people that have gone around terrorizing
I don't know them
England.
though. Yeah, but see, this is what I don't like. You can't come up to me and say, "Hey, Chris, let me tell you about a group of people. You don't know much about them, but they're really bad people. You should condemn them."
I mean,
I don't know them, bro.
You have to state the obvious though.
I don't know. I've not done a deep dive into Tommy Robinson. I've not studied his life. I've heard the name. I know some people like him. I know some people don't like him. But I'm not
this park
decided.
as well.
Huh?
In this park as
Yes,
well.
in this park as well. I've heard people mention him. Yes,
you would
but
know-
I have not studied him enough to have an opinion. So the fact you assume that I have, or that I need to do something about it, is disingenuous.
So your role models, I just want you to condemn. So
My
these-
role models?
these
Who are my role
themselves
models?
crusaders. If some jihadi Muslim was doing the same,
You don't
thing
know what
to
you're
Tommy
talking about. Who are my role models?
Robinson- No, you're the role model. Sorry,
I'm the role model. Okay. I don't think I'm a role model. I don't need to portray myself as
this
one.
guy right now
Right.
who's holding this
Yeah.
jihadi flag.
Yeah.
If he had like a following of younger, let's say, Muslims,
Yeah.
I would ask him to condemn ISIS or condemn all the terrorist groups, just so these younger Muslims don't start thinking this guy is promoting jihadism.
Right.
Same as you. Just because you're like critical about Islam does
Yeah.
not mean you're associated with this Tommy Robinson fella, right?
Right, sure. Yeah, you can critique Islam and not have anything to do with Tommy
is that
Robinson.
fair, like-
Or critique from any perspective. There are Hindus that are probably very critical of Islam that have nothing to do with Tommy Robinson.
Well, would you consider these crusaders? They're quite similar to jihad.
I don't know them.
They're in their name. Of
Yeah, but
their
my friend,
religion, they're
you
causing
can't
violence.
tell me, you can't describe a hypothetical people that I don't know about, somehow try to associate with that with me, and then ask me to condemn people I don't even know who they are.
You do not associate with Tommy Robinson at all. So
I've never met the guy. I told
why
you
are
at the
avoiding-
beginning.
Why are you avoiding like using that term? Like,
What term?
I do not associate with him. Like,
I do not associate with him because I've never met him.
so just so that your viewers.
How
know,
can I associate
he does
with
not
someone?
Associate with your.
I've never met him. I've never
with
spoken
your
to him.
Extremism.
I've never spoken to his team. I've never spoken to him. And yet you somehow think that I need to condemn him.
Do you know that a lot of his followers are very young people?
Why are you telling me things that I don't know
It's
about?
a problem with Muslims as well.
I
I'm not
think
saying-
you have a problem
no,
with
listen.
people.
No, I don't.
You don't, you
I'm
do.
With you. I'm with you. If you
No,
are
you
a
do,
modest
because you're
person-
basically
Are you a
saying,
modest person? Would you
no,
say-
you're trying to say, here's a person, you don't know that person, you never talk to them, but I'm going to paint them in a
We have the
particular
same
light,
problem in Islam.
and then I'm going to
We
do
have the
this.
same problem with Islam. People would ask me to condemn Hamas, and I would say, yeah, I condemn Hamas.
Oh, well, that's
Right?
good.
So it's a good message to send out, right?
I don't condemn Hamas, but carry on.
Oh, okay.
Absolutely
That's you.
don't. Absolutely don't.
All right, well, I mean,
But the point is, all right, here's the problem then. Well, the point is,
Don't
you know,
condemn Hamas.
don't
By
condemn
condemning
Hamas, you just said.
You're condemning the right of Palestinians for their self-determination.
no, because Hamas is using them as shields
No,
and
it's
brainwashing them.
It's never
and
used them as shields.
No, they are.
It was democratically
They,
elected.
they're taking it, they're usurping their victim image in the media
so what's
to
the
hide
Israeli-
behind them and
what-
stay in Gaza.
So what's
and-
the Israeli occupation force doing then?
Anyway, I was talking to Chris.
Ah, yeah, because you can't answer the question.
No,
Carry on.
No, I'm just talking to
Yeah,
Chris.
sorry, carry on. I'm sorry, I don't mean to.
Right. So you know that a lot of these Tommy Robinson, we have a problem where some people like extremists.
Right.
Would you agree that Tommy Robinson is an extremist if he incites?
I don't know enough to know.
Because he's caused a lot of marches in England.
From what I know, I don't think he's caused violence, as far as I know.
He is
but-
the de facto leader.
Yeah, but my friend, the problem with trying to tell me this is why should I accept what you're saying
Because-
rather than just go and study and make my own mind up?
Because you should have a good stance, a good influence.
Why
over-
should I?
Well, you should because.
Why
you're a
is
Christian.
what I'm a Christian who talks about Islam. I understand Tommy Robinson also talks about Islam, but that doesn't mean that somehow I'm accountable to him or he's accountable to me. I've never met the guy.
But you should be a good influence, right? You should. if
Yeah,
you
I
see
should
an
be a good
extreme-
influence.
Yeah, so to the youth.
Yeah.
So these people have been going out in the streets. They've been breaking houses, breaking
Okay.
cars. A lot of.
All right. If
yeah.
you say that happens,
Not
fine.
to-
And I
yeah.
condemn any youth that goes out, breaks into houses.
it's
My
fine.
point is, this is just what is the point of this? Like,
Everyone should be able to you should be able to go up to this guy.
if you give me but I don't know exist or if they're real or if it's just you saying it, I don't know the truth of it. So all I've got to take is your word.
No.
And you're saying based on what I'm telling you, I don't. You say it's common sense.
So you have no.
Yeah, but like
Okay.
they could say things about that are common sense. He seems to have a thought that they are. I don't necessarily agree with that, but it would be unfair to me to say, right, this is common sense, therefore you have to speak about it, you have to say things about it. No, it's not. Let people have their own views, come to their own views, and then speak about them. I'm not going to force you to, I don't go around and say, condemn Hamas. Like, you need to condemn Hamas right now, otherwise.
Of course I shouldn't condemn Hamas if he's killing people.
Wait. Yeah, if you're informed about it and you know about it, then yeah, I think my opinion is you should, yes.
Yeah, and you
But
should be the same.
if what you say is true about Tommy Robinson, sure.
Well, of course, because he's a hate preacher.
So again, that's you injecting. I don't know if that's true because I haven't done enough looking into him to know that.
So do you know what Tommy Robinson fans have done? So
Yeah, but see,
let's say
again, you're
anything in the media to do with Muslims,
Right.
not Muslim, anything to do in the media with an attack,
Right.
they immediately go to the video and they write in the comments, "Oh, I guess who the usual suspect," and it turns out to be a Christian. Like that guy killed 3 babies, turned out to be a Christian.
Guy
So then
killed,
they
who was
went
that
out and
one?
did marches. They
Who
threw
was-
pig heads at mosques.
Wait, who was
Stones.
the one that killed the Christian that killed 3?
He's I don't know his name, but he's the guy with the afro.
Oh,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
mean?
No, recent-
Yeah, he's not a Christian. He had an Islamic. He had an ISIS manual.
This is,
He's not a Christian at all.
No, his
To be fair, I don't think he's. Yeah, I don't think he's a Muslim as such. I think he's someone who sympathizes with terrorist groups, not because they're Islamic, but because he wants to hurt people. I think something like
his
that.
family
but-
and his origins Christian.
Yeah, but his family aren't Christian, as far as I know.
He's never identified with Islam, by the way.
Well, we don't know because the only thing we have to go by is the fact he has an Islamic manual.
Not just him. Like this is.
But I don't think he went to mosque
This
or
is a
anything.
general
But
trend with what people do, like these Tom Morrison fans, is they go to these videos before they know who the suspect is. They say, "Oh, guess who it is? The usual suspect, Muslims, and stuff like that."
well, that's because the overwhelming majority of terrorist acts actually do come from an Islamic
Right,
culprit.
okay, how many Muslims
It's something
have
like
attacked Christian,
yeah.
churches in
Whoa.
England?
You need to know how per capita works. No. You need to know how per capita works. Per capita, it should not be the case that the overwhelming majority of terrorist acts are committed by Muslims. There's something wrong there. It's something like it's Muslims in the highest group, and then like some Muslim affiliated group in the highest one, and the second highest one is communism, which takes up like 5 to 10% or something.
Have you heard of
and then
any Muslims attacking churches in this country? Throwing
yes.
heads.
There was the guy that tried to remove a cross off a church.
How many incidents? Because
Yeah, but
if we look at the
how many
statistics,
Christians have tried to like? You could play this game ad infinitum. It's not
not a
going to
game.
help.
It's not a
But it
game.
sounds like a game with you.
It's not a game.
It sounds like a game.
It's not good.
You know full well that if you look at if you look at terrorist attacks, there is a high proportion of them that are Islamically motivated.
There's a lot of violence in the name of these crusaders that are Tommy Robinson fans.
Have they beheaded people?
We've seen them.
Have they beheaded
gone
people?
out, just
Lee Rigby
doing
was
drugs
wait.
in public with
During
their
the
marches.
memorial for Lee Rigby, there was a man that was beheaded by a guy who not only after doing it, he then turned to a camera and started to explain the Islamic reason for doing this.
Okay.
You see, the average person, whether they're Muslim, Christian, Jew, whatever, looks at that and goes, there is a problem here within Islam somewhere that leads people to do that.
Not at all. Not
I don't see that in Hinduism. I don't see that in Christianity. I don't see. But my point is that that's just one example. There were other people as well. I used to work not far from a guy who committed an Islamic terrorist attack.
Okay.
He lived above a Chinese takeaway.
Right.
Like, but my point is
How many
why was
marches
that
do you
though?
see of Muslims going around terrorising houses, smashing windows?
But you're playing the whataboutism game.
That is
You're
the
playing the
absolute
look.
definition of terrorism.
Look. Listen. I'll make it easy for you. I'll make it easy for you. Anyone who does violent attacks, I condemn. Anyone across the board. There you are.
Thank you. Anyone
I don't know.
refuse,
Listen. I don't know Tommy Robinson and whatever. I don't know because I have no reason to. I'm not affiliated. I don't know him. I don't speak to his team.
Not involved.
I've never met him. I know people like him and some people hate him. He's a very divisive figure. But I'm not going to take your perspective as golden on it and accept what you're saying until I do my homework. I have to go home. And even then, would I want to do my homework? I've got no reason to. Why? Because I don't know the guy. Like, I could just point to a random famous person and be like, do you condemn that famous person? If I don't have a reason to look into him, why would I care? I don't know.
You do have a reason now.
What's my reason?
Because you know this is one of the biggest terrorists in this country, and he's been put in prison.
Okay, what did he do?
Marches of crusaders. They call themselves crusaders. That's the same as
Apparently,
jihadi. That is the exact
people
same.
who follow Tommy Robinson call themselves
People
crusaders.
who are
I've
going
never
out
heard
in the
of
name
that myself,
Islam.
but
I
anyway.
don't know,
It's going
but
out in
it's
the name of
Yeah, I never heard of that myself.
And these are youth, by the way. And
Anyway.
like, we have some idiots in the Muslim
No,
youth.
mate, yeah, that's-
Regardless of what they call themselves,
There's,
we know, as you say, the majority of terrorist attacks are perpetrated by
hello there. How are you? You look familiar. Yeah. How are you? Oh, okay, cool. Ah, yes, it's good to see you again.
She's any Arabic translations. She's the go-to.
Ah, you know Arabic. Oh,
It's the way
that's
that
very
they're
useful.
going
I'll
about
keep
it,
that
like,
in mind.
it's not-
That's good to know.
it's not good, is it?
Huh?
Ask David for me.
Ah, okay, we'll do. That's good, that's good. Anyway, that's one perspective on it. You know, it is what it is. But I do appreciate one thing, which is that you did condemn Hamas, and I think that's a good thing.
Like you said, you're not involved with Tom Robinson. I'm not involved with these people who commit
Yeah, well, I mean,
if they're ignorant.
I mean, from what I know of Hamas,
smarter than that.
I've spent more time looking into the actions of Hamas than I have Tommy Robinson, which is why I would feel more comfortable saying, yeah, from what I've seen of Hamas, they seem to be a terrorist group. I mean, they are a prescribed terrorist group by this nation. So I'm not actually sure about the legality of supporting it here, to be fair. But anyway, actually, to be fair, I don't know about the legality of supporting Tommy Robinson either. I don't know if he's a prescribed thing. I have no idea.
He has many supporters in this country because you were saying there's a problem with the immigration. What was you talking about? Yeah. To be fair, I do see his perspective. Yeah.
You know what he's about.
I have to say though, like if I was raised British and I was told stories about these immigrants coming and doing attacks and stuff, I would be the same. I would be like going out because I would be a youth as well. Obviously, these are my.
Well, I think the problem people have is I think the issue is that we had a very, and we still have a very weird immigration policy that doesn't vet people properly for being good immigrants and immigrants that could cause problems. And we need to figure out how to have an improved way of doing that.